Sorry I'm late. So happy Friday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 490. I can't believe I'm close to 500 Facebook Lives. That's a lot. But anyways, it is Friday, May 29th, 2026. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. That's a long time. I have a super cute card for you tonight, and I'm excited to share it with you. And yesterday was Thursday, which when I normally do my Facebook Lives, I sat down and I fell asleep, and when I woke up, it was way too late to do a Facebook Live. So I'm doing it tonight. Surprise! All right, so I'm going to put you down at the table in just a second. If you get motion sickness or anything like that, look away, and I'll let you know when I'm done messing around with the camera. Hold on. So as I said, today is Friday, so hopefully you have some fun plans for the weekend. And it's a little tight. It's been kind of warm here in Minnesota. It's been in the 80s, and I don't like the higher 80s. 80 with a nice cool wind and a pool and maybe a margarita. I don't know. And a cabana boy. Just kidding. Our pool opened up last week, Thursday, and then they said it closed. I don't know why. I haven't been there yet this year, so hopefully they'll fix that. All right, let's get some light on the subject. I think we're good. All right, so again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My YouTube page is Joy A. Borwedge. My online store, which is open 24/7, is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net. penguinz33@outlook.com is my email address, so that if you wish to get a catalog that you don't have and that you're not working with another demonstrator, I'd be happy to send you one. And I have a Facebook page at Stampin' for Joy. So how this works is I record, or actually I'm live on my Joy Borwedge page. I take a picture and post it on my Instagram page as well as my Pinterest page. And then I take this video and download it to my YouTube page as well as my Stampin' for Joy page. So you know that Facebook Lives only live like 30 days. And then they delete them. So sorry about that. But while we're talking about this, I happen to have a really dirty glass mat studio. And so I need to clean it off before I actually put anything on it. I really did not have my silicone craft sheet. And let's just say there's a bunch of adhesive all over. I have designed, sorry for the obnoxious noise, but you know what? When it's clean, you know it's clean. All right, so when you have a glass net studio, Stampin' Up! Sends you a chamois to clean it. And I actually cut my chamois into 4. And this is the Simply chamois, which it's a lot thicker. And again, I cut that into 4, but it really helps keep things cleaned up. All right. And that thinner chamois really helps keeping this really clean. So coming up, it's not that far away, is the in-person event that we're going to be having, and that is Saturday, July 18th. Now, if you are in Minnesota or you're close, make it a day for stamping, and come and enjoy making 16 handmade cards, and you don't have to really do anything except for stamp and assemble. We have taken the time to, the majority of the things are already cut out, the die cuts, the embossed, they're ready to go for you. So Tina, welcome. So all you have to do is just stamp and assemble. So that is, again, registration is at thestampinevent.com. I'm excited, and now I have a card that I am going to do a flyby. And this is a card that you're going to be making at the event. And that is actually a fun fold card featuring the Moonlit Flora. Happy Friday. Now, if you're not in town and you would like to have a class sent to you, the virtual stampinevent.com is the registration for that, and that is July 25th. Now there you will receive a packet in the mail, 4 cards cut up from Heidi, and then 4 cards cut up and designed by me. So that is a fun way to, again, get your card stash filled up a little bit. All right. So registration is, again, I think that's open. So Stampin' Up! Has had a few changes. This is the new catalog. So again, if you do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, I'd be happy to earn your business and to send you a catalog. Now, if you've been a customer of mine within the last year, that would be, say, January 2025 up until now, you would have received this catalog. Now, the next catalog is going to be the September through December catalog. If you've placed an order with me from January of this year up until the mailing time, then I will send you a catalog. So if you haven't placed an order with me for a while, go ahead and do so, and then you would automatically be on that list to receive the next catalog. All right. I just took off my hat because I didn't want to keep on hitting my camera. So coming up, we have product of the month, and that is going to start June 1st. And that happens to be the Wild Bunch stamp set. There's a penguin in there. Now, how cool is that? Now, you are, as a customer, when you place an order, you will receive a banner once you've received, or once you've hit the threshold for the order. And it says at $75. So right now it's the Berry Botanical Vellum, which is available in May, and it's coming up to an end. Now it's while supplies last, so sometimes they do move over into the next month until they actually run out. You did, Tina. Well, congratulations for winning some of my Facebook Lives, and thank you very much for watching. So I'm glad you enjoyed them. So when you place a qualifying order of $75, you'll receive a banner that says, would you like to purchase the product of the month? Now, you can only purchase once. So if you've purchased the Berry Botanical Vellum for only $5, then that is not an option for you anymore. Now, I know that some of the other ones have already sold out, so if you've placed it already for May, then you will have to wait until June to earn this one for only $5 once you have a qualifying order. So that is, I'm just like excited because, you know, they don't have penguins very much. Then, if you, let's see, if you registered by the 26th, you will, for Creativity Now, you will have a chance to place your orders June 2nd through the 17th, and then you can put them together during the August 8th crafting session. So hopefully you signed up for that. Now, you only have a few more days, and I'm assuming you like to craft. So if you really like to craft and get a discount, now would be a great time to earn 5 free ink pads, and they come in this really cool new metallic case. And so you can have it like this, and they are, again, metallic, and it just snaps shut. All new, or all ink pads will be like this come in a year. So that would be May 2027. So if you don't have all the collections, then would be a great time to get your free ink pads if you joined as a demonstrator in the starter kit. So what's really cool is you only pay $99 for the starter kit, and you get to purchase, or well, technically you pick out $125 worth of stuff, but you only pay $99. No shipping. If you were to go into my online store and place an order for $125 worth of product, you would pay shipping on that. So why not get a discount? And then through the 31st, you would get these free in color metallic pads, ink pads, for free. So they come in Barely Blush, which was the color I just had, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Peaceful Pine, and Hydrangea Hue. Now, if you already have those, instead of the free ink pads, you could, in addition to the $125 you choose, you get to choose an extra $35 worth of product if you did not wish. Sherry, hi! You are quite welcome. Thank you very much for watching my Facebook Lives and getting that. In doing so, you got entered to win a free card. Now, check the last chance lists. Now, this is going to be updated in June, the beginning of June, so while supplies last. So if there's something that's on this list that probably has a good discount on it, get it, because they could end up leaving pretty quick. Then also, don't forget to check out the May online exclusives. Now, the difference between this catalog and the online exclusives is that the online exclusives do not come in a catalog. They have a life online. And again, it's while supplies lasts, and it helps Stampin' Up! Offer new product without having to spend 2 years publishing and putting together an actual catalog. So having these two options to purchase from, one you see on the online store, and the other one you have in your hand, which keeps the core products, and it will change seasonally. So we're going to have 3 catalogs a year. Annual catalog, well, they're not annual, I'm sorry, 3 catalogs a year. So they're going to last 4 months, and then the new catalog is going to come out. So I really like this way because now you know there's only 2 places to purchase from. So let's get on with tonight's project. Now, tonight's project happens to be from the January online exclusives. And happy Friday, Barb. You are quite welcome. Thank you very much for watching my Facebook Lives. And you won too. All 3 of you guys are winners tonight, guys. I think that is so awesome. And I'm glad, you know, isn't it fun to get happy mail? All right. So it's your choice to keep those cards as an inspiration, or you can send those cards. Aw, man, I do not have my volume. Let me see if I could do this without shutting you guys down. Okay, there goes the volume. I turned that off. So anyways, you can also send those cards and make somebody else's day. So it's your choice. This lovely arrangements suite collection is from the January online exclusives. And as you can tell, we're going to be using quite a bit of dies. And this has stunning paper. And I hope when the June when the June last chance products gets updated, I really hope this sticks around because I love this suite. I love the colors. I love the designer series paper. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of each paper. And what they do is they offer you 3 sheets of each of the designs. And I love that. And the crumb cake, cloud cover, old olive, petal pink, and secret sea, they blend so well. And the colors, I mean, Stampin' Up! Does a great job coordinating the colors. And I really love taking the designer series paper and using the cardstock that I have and make a card, and it coordinates and I don't have to think about it. Then also with that suite is this gorgeous ribbon, and it is so nice to work with. And it is, let's see here, it is 5/8 of an inch, and it is called Cloud Cover. And I really, it's kind of shiny too. Then we also have the Moody Palette Dots, Glossy Dots, Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And we're going to be using that as well. So we're actually using the whole suite. So yay, you guys. All right, so this card I'm going to do tonight is I love it. I love this card. And I was like so giddy. You know, I'm just a dork when it comes. All right, so I am going to show you what we're using and the measurements. And the reason why I like to do this is because I like to share. And I get ideas from other people, the catalogs. Sometimes the color inspirations might be at Kohl's or online if you're shopping in the home decor, and you might see some colors that could be Stampin' Up! Colors, and you could say, oh wow, that would make a really cool card, and you jot them down. So I like to do that, and then if you like the layout, that way you can come back in and case it, copy and selectively edit. Okay, so this is a piece of basic white. It's actually a scrap, but it is 1x3. And then a piece of cloud cover, which is 2.5 by 3 3/4. And then designer series paper. That's the back side. This is a 4x4 square. Petal pink. This is a 2 1/4 inch square. And another piece of petal pink, which is 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. A piece of old olive, which is, and a lot of these are all scraps, so I love doing that. So this is 1 1/4 by, actually I have that wrong. So 1 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then piece of Secret Sea, and this is actually going to open up this way. So it is 4 1/4 wide by 11 inches long, and this is going to actually be a side open card. And then we have a piece of basic white, which is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this sit for a second. I'm going to take a drink. It's a very warm day in Minnesota. And so I am having a mango margarita courtesy of my friend Dee. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp some stuff, and then we're going to die cut, and then we're going to put the card together. And then, let's see here. So just kind of taking a little poll here, for those of you who have the new catalog, what has been your favorite thing so far? So I'm just going to take a little poll, and I am going to grab my bone folder and give this a nice burnish because it's kind of a little floppy. That's a word, floppy. There we go. And a lot of times I like to actually do it on the front or back, so it doesn't really matter, but I like to do both sides. And let's see here. We are going to use, keep dropping my stuff. We're going to use, mango, yes, it is Cayman Jacks, and it's a little thing, and it's only 12 ounces, I think. I don't know. And it comes in a pack, strawberry lime, original, the mango, and new blood orange. And I had that one at, yesterday, and it was absolutely like amazing. I've never had blood orange before, and Cynthia, welcome. And it was perfect. And we're also going to, so we got Secret Sea, and we have Old Olive. Okay, and then we're going to do Cloud Cover. Now, Cloud Cover, as for those of you who've been around for a while, and I just have to tell you this because you never know when somebody new to stamping or new to Stampin' Up! Doesn't know that Cloud Cover does not come in the big pad. It only comes with a re-inker, or it's available in a spot and a re-inker because the ink does not, it was having a chemical reaction with the foam pads. And then also, I'm just going to kind of show you, this is the pad, the ink pad, and this is the new metallic, okay? And I was showing this, in the beginning, that this is magnet. And so it just kind of holds together, and you can flip it upside down like this, and it, doesn't fall off. And when it closes, it's very easy to open, so it doesn't hurt. But anyways, the foam pad is what this type of pad is. Yes. Okay. I have to agree with you on that, Barb. The Fern and Flora is an amazing suite. One of the things that I like about the felt is that we've had this before, the linen or felt, and we never had an issue with the ink pads and the chemical reactions. The few years ago we had Purple Posy, and that ink pad, or that I should say that re-inker did not ink. It had a chemical reaction with the foam, and none of the re-inkers that I have ever been with, I mean, I've been with Stampin' Up! Since '99, okay, and none of them made the pad go bad. So I'm really, really excited for the new pads. And they're all going to be this particular style come next year. So with that being said, I'm excited. Okay, guys, let's do some stamping. Enough talking. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab these two stamps and we're going to ink them up onto the petal pink. And I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pearson mat, because when you have photopolymer, you have a better image when you have a foam backing behind it. So I am going to open up the ink pad. Oops. It is a little blurry, so there we go. I'm just gonna, maybe I was moving too fast for my camera. The Wi-Fi here is not the best at the apartment. I never had my Facebook Lives. I have this little tiny, what do you say, tap, 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 notification that it says it's slow. So apparently it's the apartment. And okay, so we have this flower, and we're going to pull that to the side there for just a second. We're going to take this flower, and we're going to stamp off the first generation, and then just kind of slightly tilt it and do second generation. So you could see that there is a definite difference in with that stamp. Okay. I have this piece here. I'm going to open up the old olive, and we're going to do the greeting that says sending smiles, because whoever wins this card, I want them to be able to actually use this card. So the front of it's going to say hello friend, and then it's going to say sending smiles. So I love that. And that is it for now with that ink pad. And so now we're going to move this off, and we're going to grab the card that goes on the inside. And we're going to open it up, if my fingers would work properly. All right, so we're going to move this over, and I am going to grab the big flower and just tap, 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 and I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to move my flower around a little bit. Now I can move my paper just like that, and then we're going to do off the corner, off the top. Okay, and then I think we are done stamping. Now we're going to grab the, no we're not, we have yet to do one more greeting, and that is this, and I need this back open. It was hiding, so it didn't remind me. Okay, so this is going to say hello friend. Tap, tap, tap. All right, so that's going to go right in the center there. Just allow that ink to transfer, and it is a little crooked, but that's okay because we're going to die cut it. And now we're going to do some die cutting. So we're going to grab that. Is not going to need anything, and neither is that. So we're going to use this and this and that. So I'm going to put that away, grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, all right. And I don't know why, I love this stamp set and the dies that coordinate with it. This is a cool standalone die. And what that means is that it does not cut anything out. So the difference is this is a die that cuts out a flower, okay? This is a standalone die because it doesn't have something to cut out. That's an image. Am I saying it right? This is a standalone die because you don't stamp an image to cut it out. So maybe that I said it better. I don't. Words are hard sometimes. All right. So I'm going to put that down like that. And you don't want to put